Hey YouTube, I'm excited to share with you my third video. It's about the road to 100K and beyond. I know that's a really important milestone for people who are just getting started on their investment journey. And I wanted to show you some of the strategies that I use that help me to get to this milestone and beyond. Let's get started. Disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for entertainment purposes only. So just want to show you my portfolio, just kind of where I am right now. So, right now my Robinhood portfolio is at 101K. My Webull portfolio is at 81K. So I'm at approximately 180K total. So this is the blueprint that I use. So starting on the left, start with income. That can be from your job, that can be from your business. Use what you can afford to invest. Obviously, you're not using money that you need to pay your bills, your mortgage, your rent, pay off your debts and everything first, and then whatever you can afford to invest. Then I would use that cash towards buying high quality stocks and ETFs. I have a video that I made specifically about how I pick stocks in the descriptions. Feel free to check that out. And then what I'll aim to do is try to buy at least 100. So now that's not necessarily something I'm going to be able to do straight away. A lot of these stocks, ETFs are very expensive. So I'll buy whatever I can afford. And then when I have more money, I'll buy some more, I'll buy some more, I'll buy some more until I get to 100. Now, the reason I'm trying to get to 100 is because once you get to 100, you can sell a covered call. So just to recap, what is a covered call? A covered call is when you own 100 of a stock. So say we have 100 Apple stock, and we sell a contract that we're willing to sell that stock at a higher price in a specific period of time. So say, for example, 1 month's time, I'm willing to sell my Apple stocks, which are, say, just for argument's sake, they're currently at $100 per stock. I'm willing to sell them at $105 per stock in 1 month's time. And the buyer, they think Apple is going to go really high to like 120. So they pay me a certain amount of money, let's say $50 for that right. So that money is my premium, and I keep that, and I have to sell, if Apple is above, it's 105 or above, I have to sell my Apple stocks in a month to him for that price. Now, if Apple doesn't get to 105, if it's below, then I keep my stocks, and that contract expires worthless. And I also keep the premium. So that's basically my strategy, which allows me to generate monthly income from covered calls. And then I'll take that monthly income and I'll put it right back into buying more stocks. So once I've got 100 of a certain stock or ETF, then I'll pick the next one, and I'll keep buying, keep buying, keep buying until I get to 100 of that stock or ETF, and then I'll sell covered call on that. And that way, the more stocks, the more ETFs that you have, the more covered calls you're selling, the more monthly income that you're able to generate on a monthly basis. And that's why the strategy is so powerful. In addition to that, you'll also generate some money from dividends as well. For example, my SPY stocks, they'll give me a quarterly dividend. So last time around, I got something like $180. So not a huge amount of money, not life-changing money, but then I can put that right back into buying more stocks, ETFs, whatever I'm building up at the time, I can buy more of that. Also, there's a more advanced tactic called selling puts on margin. I wouldn't recommend that for a beginner, but certainly that can also help generate some income for you. And I will talk about that, my next video. But that can also, the money you make from that, you can use again to help buy your next 100 stocks. And also, a lot of these stocks, especially when you're picking high quality companies, they're going to appreciate in value. So the value of that's going to increase the value of your portfolio as these stocks become more and more valuable. So I just want to show the stocks and ETFs that I picked on my investment journey to grow my portfolio. And the first one that I picked was SPY. Now this is an ETF that follows the S&P 500, the top 500 companies in the United States. And historically, this has gone up over time. Because there's so many companies, that you're exposed to when you buy this ETF. It does have a lot of diversification, and that for me provides safety. Now, if you put all your money into one stock and that company starts having problems, having issues, and the value goes down significantly, you've basically your money's down. So that's why I like to buy ETFs, which have exposure to a lot of the top companies, especially the S&P 500. So this therefore was my first ETF that I bought. I built this up to 100. Obviously, I didn't buy that all in one, but over time I bought it until I got to 100, and then once I got to 100, I sold a covered call, and then moved on to the next ETF. After that, I moved on to QQQ. This is another ETF that follows the Nasdaq. It's more tech heavy than the S&P 500, so I bought 100 of that. Again, I wasn't able to buy it straight away, but bought more and more and more until I got to 100, and then I sold a covered call on that. Next stock I bought was Apple. Apple is great stock. Everybody I know has an iPhone, very popular. They have great products. So I bought 100 of that. Again, over time, built up until I got to 100, and I sold a covered call. After Apple, I moved on to Google. Now, this is from my Webull portfolio, which really makes it very clear how the covered call works. So you've got your Google stock, which is in the middle, 100 stocks. I bought it, my average price was about 132. And as you can see right now, it's about $175 per stock. So the value of those 100 stock has gone up. So that has appreciated approximately $4,200. So that's one of the ways how over time with high quality companies, you do get appreciation of that stock, and therefore that also is growing your portfolio. Now the covered call is, if you look at the bottom of the slide, this says 175, 21st of March call. So basically that is a contract that allows the buyer to buy Google for me at 175 on March 21st. And the reason that it's so far out in time, March 21st, is because I've had to roll the price up, and had to roll out to a date further out in time because the price of Google has gone up. Now that's not necessarily a bad thing, because that means your stock is appreciating in value. So next one is after I bought my Google stocks, I put all my money towards buying 100 of Google stocks. Once I've got to 100 of Google, I moved on to Amazon. So Amazon, again, great company. I use Amazon every week. So I bought 100 of Amazon. And this is just, I think this slide really helps you show just how powerful a covered call is, because about a month ago, I'm recording this on May 17th, on the expiration date of the covered call. But about a month ago, I sold a contract. Amazon was about 180, and earnings were due. So earnings, the stock price can go up a lot, it can go down a lot. So basically, the option contracts are more expensive than usual. So Amazon was 180. I sold a covered call at the 190 price for May 17th, 2024. That's today. Okay. So a month ago, I sold this, and the contract was $5.30, which is times 100. So $530. So someone paid me $530 for the right to buy my Amazon at 190. $10 higher than it was, approximately $10 higher than it was at the time, because this person thought earnings are coming up, Amazon is going to go like 200, even higher, and therefore they thought they're going to make money from that. Okay, so they bought the contract, and I sold the contract to them for $530. But Amazon, it did go up, but at one point it was, I think, 191, but it's come back down, and on May 16th it was 183. So this contract on May 17th expired worthless, 4 p.m. And as you can see, on May 16th, the day before, it was only worth $4. So it's 4 cents times 100, $4, and basically expired worthless. So in that setting, I get to keep the whole $530. I get to keep that money. and then this contract expires worthless, on Monday I can open another contract for Amazon. Again, do the same price, 190, and then someone will pay me for that contract, and I can do this process all over again. And that's really the power of covered calls. That's exactly how you can use covered calls to generate monthly income. And then you can just take that money and you can buy your next stock, whatever that is. So for me personally, the next stock I'm buying is Microsoft. So right now I'm at 89 on Microsoft. I'm trying to get to 100. So again, just use your money from covered calls, your income, keep buying, get to 100, and then I can sell covered calls on Microsoft. Now, the Microsoft contracts approximately are about, if you go a month out, it's about $500 to go 10 points above the current price, right? So there, that's pretty good. So, hopefully once I get to 100 on Microsoft, I can start selling contracts on Microsoft to generate monthly income. The other thing I like to add into my portfolio, I know I've already got 100 SPY on my first portfolio. Now I'm adding a little bit of SPY 20 here to this portfolio because I keep wanting to build SPY. For me, it has safety and diversity because there's so many different companies. So that's why I try to buy about 20-25% SPY as I'm also as I'm buying my stocks. Once I get to 100 of a certain stock, I'll buy some SPY as well to keep that diversity within my portfolio. So that's my investment strategy. This is my blueprint simplified version. So essentially you're taking income and you're using that to buy high quality ETFs, stocks, pick one, get to 100, then sell a covered call, and then use the monthly income from covered calls to buy more stocks. And that's pretty much it. So hope you found value. Hope you like this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I've also in the description got links to my previous videos. One is on how I pick stocks and ETFs, and the other one is on it's basically passive income from stocks and options, essentially the basics of selling puts and selling calls. So please feel free to check out those videos, and I'll see you in the next one.